My child, attention. Stop what you are doing for a moment. Do not scroll past this. Do not treat this as another sound passing through your day. I am interrupting your thoughts because you have been standing in a place where your eyes have not yet seen what your spirit has been trying to believe. Listen carefully now. You cannot see it yet, but it is moving. The answer is not stuck. The answer is not lost. The answer is not denied. The answer is not forgotten somewhere beyond my reach. I have not misplaced what I promised you. I have not ignored what you cried about. I have not been silent because I was absent. Silence was not absence. Silence was movement beneath the surface. Delay was not denial. Delay was alignment forming where your eyes could not look. You have been checking the doors. You have been looking for signs. You have been waiting for one clear confirmation that something was changing. You have searched conversations for evidence. You have watched opportunities open for others and wondered if your name had been skipped. You have prayed and then waited. You have believed and then questioned. You have stood still and then asked yourself if standing still was costing you time. But hear me now. Your waiting did not cancel my movement. Your lack of visible evidence did not stop my hand. I know the tension you have been carrying. I know how it feels when nothing around you appears to agree with what I spoke inside you. I know the weight of waking up to the same situation after praying with fresh faith the night before. I know the ache of looking at closed doors and wondering if they were answers or rejection. I know the quiet fear that tried to whisper, maybe nothing is happening. Maybe I heard wrong. Maybe I waited for something that will never arrive. But I am speaking over that fear now. Do not call inactivity what I call hidden alignment. Do not call abandonment what I call preparation. Do not call silence empty when I have been arranging details you could not carry, touching hearts you could not reach, moving pieces you could not even see. The answer started moving before your circumstances agreed with it. The answer began shifting before your emotions could rest in it. The answer was released before your eyes had proof. If you are hearing this now, it is not random noise. This is not accidental. This is not something you simply stumbled upon with no purpose. This is divine timing meeting your life in real time. I do not interrupt without reason. I do not call your attention carelessly. When I say, my child, listen, it is because something has already begun, and your posture must come into agreement with what I am doing. You have been treating the delay as proof that nothing moved, but I am telling you, movement has already begun. You were looking for the finished picture, but I was already sending the first signal. You were waiting for the door to swing wide, but I was already turning the lock. You were looking for public evidence, but I was already working in private places. My hand does not need an audience to move. My timing does not need your circumstances to announce it before it becomes real. So settle your heart, breathe again. The thing you thought was stuck is moving. The thing you thought was late is aligning. The thing you thought had been forgotten is under my command. You are not watching the end of a promise. You are standing at the beginning of movement. Before this message goes further, respond in agreement. Like this video as an act of faith that you believe my timing is not failing you. Subscribe if you are standing in faith for what I have spoken over your life. Share this with someone who has been waiting and wondering if I forgot them. And write in the comments, the answer is already moving. Not as empty words, not as noise. Write it as agreement. Write it as surrender. Write it as faith rising again before the evidence appears. Because my child, you cannot see it yet, but it is moving. My child, the waiting season was not empty time. I know it felt empty. I know there were days when nothing changed. When the same problem greeted you in the morning, when the same burden followed you into the night, when the same prayer left your lips and you wondered if it reached me. I know hope felt expensive. I know believing cost you strength. I know patience did not feel peaceful every day. Sometimes patience felt like pressure. Sometimes faith felt like holding something heavy with tired hands. But listen carefully now. What looked wasted was working. The delay was not denial. The silence was not absence. The pause was not punishment. Do not let your pain rename what I was using to prepare you. You called it waiting, but I was forming capacity. You called it being stuck, but I was building steadiness. You called it being forgotten, but I was teaching your roots to go deeper than applause, deeper than signs, deeper than quick answers, deeper than emotional proof. I was not wasting your days. I was not carelessly letting time pass over your life. I was strengthening what the answer would require from you. Because what you prayed for carries weight. What you asked me for needed more than desire. It needed discernment. It needed humility. It needed endurance. It needed a spirit that would not collapse under blessing, panic under responsibility, or become proud when doors began to open. I was preparing you to carry what you once only asked for. You wanted the answer quickly, but I was looking at your capacity. You wanted the door open immediately, but I was looking at your foundation. You wanted movement around you, but I was creating movement within you. I was teaching you to hear me without constant signs. I was teaching you to trust me without daily explanations. I was teaching you to stand when nobody understood why you were still believing. That season did not weaken you the way the enemy wanted. It trained you. It refined you. It made you more discerning, more grounded, more sober, more ready. And while I was working in you, I was also working beyond you. Do not think nothing was happening just because you could not track it. I was aligning people. I was shifting places. I was preparing conversations before you entered them. I was moving opportunities into position before your name was spoken in the room. I was closing wrong paths, delaying premature connections, removing unstable foundations, and arranging hidden details that would have overwhelmed you if I had shown them too soon. You saw silence. I saw structure forming. You saw delay. I saw timing locking into place. You saw closed doors. I saw protection. You saw long days. I saw preparation reaching its appointed measure. My child, no more waiting does not mean I suddenly started caring. I cared when you cried. I cared when you doubted. I cared when you kept going, with no proof. I cared when you almost gave up and still whispered one more prayer. This shift does not mean my heart has changed toward you. It means the preparation stage has reached its appointed threshold. Now understand this. When I say the answer is moving, I am not erasing the waiting. I am revealing what the waiting was for. The time you thought you lost has substance in it. The tears you thought were wasted watered something in you. The endurance you thought nobody noticed became part of your readiness. The humility you learned in hidden places will protect you in open places. The discernment you gained through disappointment will help you recognize the right door when it opens. So do not despise the season that made you ready. Do not curse the place where I strengthened you. Do not look back at the waiting and call it empty, because heaven did not call it empty. I was forming you there. I was guarding you there. I was aligning what you could not see there. And now the same waiting season you thought was proof of delay is becoming proof that my timing was exact. And my child, I saw you. I saw what nobody clapped for. I saw what nobody posted. I saw what nobody called strong because they were not close enough to see the weight you were carrying. I saw the tears you wiped away before anyone entered the room. I saw the private prayers you prayed when your voice was shaking. I saw the moments you sat in silence because you did not have words left, but your heart was still reaching for me. I saw you keep believing while your circumstances gave you no reason to feel confident. Do not think your hidden faithfulness disappeared into the air. Do not think the prayers you whispered in tired places were unheard. Do not think the obedience you gave me when it cost you comfort was unnoticed. I saw the morning you got up tired and still chose to continue. I saw the day you wanted to quit and still chose not to harden your heart. I saw the moment you wanted to complain, but instead you surrendered. I saw when you did the right thing and nobody knew how much strength it took. You wondered if you imagined the promise. You wondered if you had mistaken desire for direction. You wondered if you were behind because others seemed to arrive while you were still standing in the same place. You watched doors open for people around you. You watched testimonies happen for others. You watched people move forward, celebrate, receive, build, marry, heal, grow, and step into things you had also prayed for. And somewhere deep inside, you asked me, what about me? Did I miss something? Did I fail somewhere? Did my waiting mean I was not chosen? Listen carefully now. You were not forgotten because others received. Their movement did not cancel your promise. Their open door did not close mine over you. Their timing was not proof that your timing had failed. I was not comparing you to them. I was forming you for what I placed on your life. I was watching your heart in the place where comparison tried to poison it. I was watching whether you would still bless when you had not yet received. I was watching whether you would stay soft when disappointment had every opportunity to make you bitter. And you stayed. Not perfectly, but you stayed. Not loudly, but you stayed. Not always confidently, but you stayed. I did not choose you because you were flawless. I did not choose you because you never trembled. I did not choose you because you never asked questions, never cried, never felt weak, never needed reassurance. I chose you because under pressure, there was still willingness in you. I chose you because even when your emotions were tired, your spirit kept turning back toward me. I chose you because pain did not fully steal your tenderness. Pressure did not fully steal your obedience. Waiting did not fully steal your yes. Many start with excitement. Few remain when excitement is gone. Many believe when the word is fresh. Few still believe when the days stretch long and the evidence looks absent. Many lift their hands when they feel something moving. Few keep their hands open when all they have is faith. But you stayed when the feeling faded. You stayed when the sign did not come quickly. You stayed when the answer seemed delayed. You stayed when you had to choose trust without proof. That endurance is not small to me. That quiet faith is not invisible to me. That hidden obedience is not ordinary to me. I saw substance being formed in you. I saw roots going deeper. I saw your heart learning to trust me beyond emotion, beyond applause, beyond immediate results. What you thought was only survival, I called evidence. What you thought was barely making it, I called faithfulness under pressure. So do not dismiss what you endured. Do not minimize the strength it took to remain soft. Do not call yourself weak because you cried along the way. Tears did not disqualify you. Questions did not disqualify you. Tired mornings did not disqualify you. You kept bringing me your heart, and I kept shaping it. You kept returning, and I kept receiving you. You kept standing, and I kept building what the answer would require. Now hear me. I did not overlook that endurance. I used it. I used it as part of the alignment. I used it as part of the preparation. I used it as part of the reason the answer can now move toward you without crushing what I have built in you. Your faithfulness in the hidden place has met the appointed time, and what was unseen by people was never unseen by me. My child, now understand what I am revealing to you. The answer started moving before your circumstances changed. It did not wait for your schedule to open. It did not wait for your bank account to reflect it. It did not wait for the relationship to shift, the report to change, the document to be signed, the door to become visible, or the person to finally speak. My movement does not begin when your eyes can measure it. My movement begins when I release it. You cannot see it yet, but it is moving. You cannot touch it yet, but it has already been released. You cannot explain it yet, but alignment has begun. Do not make the mistake of thinking that because your environment still looks familiar, heaven has done nothing. Do not make the mistake of thinking that because the outer picture still looks unchanged, the inner command has not gone forth. I can send an answer long before it arrives in your hands. I can move hearts before conversations happen. I can shift decisions before paperwork is ready. I can prepare a place for you before your feet ever step into it. This is why you have felt something stirring. This is why your spirit has been restless in places that once felt normal. This is why old desires have begun to fade without you forcing them. This is why certain doors closing did not destroy you the way they would have destroyed you before. This is why you have felt unusual peace in situations that used to create panic. This is why courage has been returning in quiet ways. This is why you have started to sense that you cannot stay the same, even before you know exactly where you are going. You called it anxiety, but some of it was transition. You called it uncertainty, but some of it was your spirit sensing movement before your eyes could verify it. You called it restlessness, but some of it was separation from what no longer fits you. You called it confusion, but some of it was the discomfort of being pulled out of an old season before the new one fully appeared. I was preparing your heart before I moved your circumstances. I was changing your appetite before I changed your address. I was settling your spirit before I opened the door. Do not fear the invisible stage. The invisible stage is not empty. Seeds move before stems break through the ground. Light comes before the full sunrise is seen. A door can be unlocking before it opens. A heart can be softening before it speaks. A decision can be forming before it is announced. A provision can be released before it reaches your account. A healing can begin before the report confirms it. My child, evidence is not the beginning of movement. Evidence is often only the moment you finally recognize what I had already started. You have been waiting for something dramatic, but the first sign may be quiet. It may begin as a shift in direction. It may begin as a conversation you did not expect. It may begin as a name coming to mind. It may begin as someone remembering you. It may begin as a settled confidence that does not match your surroundings. It may begin as a desire you no longer have, a place you no longer crave, a pattern you no longer want to repeat. Do not despise small evidence. Do not ignore subtle alignment. Do not overlook the whisper because you were expecting thunder. I am teaching you to discern movement before manifestation. I am teaching you to recognize my hand before the crowd sees the result. I am teaching you that peace can be a sign, release can be a sign, closure can be a sign, holy discomfort can be a sign, renewed courage can be a sign. Not every movement begins with noise. Not every answer arrives with spectacle. Some answers begin by changing what you can no longer tolerate. Some answers begin by making you brave enough to obey. Some answers begin by removing your attachment to what would have delayed you. Listen carefully now. The answer does not wait for your eyes to recognize it before it starts moving. Your eyes are not the authority over my timing. Your emotions are not the proof of my faithfulness. Your current circumstances are not the final witness of what I have released. I speak, and movement begins. I command, and alignment starts. I send, and the path begins to form. Even when you cannot trace it, I am guiding it. Even when you cannot explain it, I am arranging it. Even when you cannot announce it yet, I am bringing it toward you. So stop demanding visible proof before you believe in visible motion. Stop calling this season dead when I have called it active. Stop measuring my movement only by what has already arrived. Something is shifting. Something is turning. Something is being carried through hidden places toward your life. The first evidence may be inside you before it appears around you. Let that settle. Your peace is not random. Your courage is not random. Your restlessness is not random. Your readiness is not random. My child, I am moving before the manifestation. I am aligning before the announcement. I am releasing before the arrival. And soon, what has been moving invisibly will begin to touch what you can see. And now, my child, I need you to understand the doors that closed. I need you to stop calling every closed door rejection. I need you to stop naming every delay failure. I need you to stop grieving every ending as if it was proof that I was against you. What left was not always loss. What closed was not always failure. What ended was not always defeat. Some doors closed because they were too small for what I was bringing. Some doors closed because they opened too early and would have pulled you into something your foundation was not ready to carry. Some doors closed because the structure behind them was unstable. Some doors closed because the people attached to them could not walk with you into the next season without contaminating what I was preparing. You cried over access I was protecting you from. You questioned me over removal I was using as mercy. You thought I was blocking you, but I was redirecting the answer toward you through a safer path. Listen carefully now. The direct path was not always the divine path. The fastest route was not always the protected route. The opportunity that looked obvious was not always the one carrying my peace. You wanted me to move through the door you selected, but I was sending the answer through the door I prepared. You wanted the route that made sense to your mind, but I saw the hidden cost. I saw the conversations behind the conversation. I saw the motives beneath the invitation. I saw the weakness in the foundation. I saw the damage that would have followed if I had let you enter too soon. Do not despise my redirection. What you called a setback was often a shield. What you called disappointment was often divine protection. What you called losing time was often me preventing you from losing yourself. I closed what would have drained you. I delayed what would have distracted you. I interrupted what would have tied your future to people who were not assigned to honor what I placed in you. Not everyone who wanted access to you was able to carry covenant with you. Not every open door was clean. Not every yes was safe. Not every invitation was alignment. You prayed for the answer, but I was also guarding the answer. I was protecting it from wrong timing. I was protecting it from wrong hands. I was protecting it from premature exposure. I was protecting you from stepping into a place where your gift would be used but your soul would be ignored. I was protecting you from building on ground that would not hold the weight of the promise. My child, I do not only release answers, I route them. I do not only bless, I align. I do not only open, I close what must not remain open. So when something did not work, do not assume I failed you. When they walked away, do not assume I abandoned you. When the plan collapsed, do not assume the promise collapsed with it. The promise did not die because the path changed. The answer did not disappear because the door closed. Movement was still happening. Alignment was still forming. I was taking what I released and moving it through the route that would not destroy you on the way to receiving it. This is why you must trust me now. No more waiting does not mean forcing open what I closed. No more waiting does not mean running back to the old door because you are afraid nothing else will open. No more waiting means the season of blocked movement is giving way to appointed movement. It means I have finished using certain closures to protect the path. It means what could not move before is now being carried through the way I selected. Stay steady. Do not look backward with longing. Do not chase what I removed. Do not beg at a door that mercy shut. The answer is not behind you. The answer is not trapped in what ended. The answer is moving through my prepared route, and when it arrives, you will understand why I would not let you settle for the door you wanted. You will see that I was not withholding from you. I was preserving what belonged to you. You will see that redirection was not rejection. It was protected alignment. My child, listen carefully now. Windows open for those who are ready to step through. Do not miss the window by looking backward. Do not stand in front of what I am opening while your heart is still begging for what I closed. Do not carry the old wound into the new room and then wonder why peace feels far away. I am moving the answer toward you, but your response matters. Alignment is not forced. Alignment is responded to. This is the moment where your posture must change. You cannot keep grieving the old season as if it still has authority over your future. You cannot keep rehearsing the rejection, replaying the conversation, studying the closed door, and calling that discernment. Some of what you keep examining is already finished. Some of what you keep explaining is already behind you. Some of what you keep mourning was mercy. I did not bring you to the edge of movement so you could turn around and build another altar at the place of disappointment. The answer is moving, but do not stay emotionally attached to the version of you that only knew waiting. Do not cling to the identity of the overlooked one, the delayed one, the abandoned one, the one who always almost receives, but never arrives. That is not the name I have given you. You are not the wound. You are not the closed door. You are not the silence you survived. You are not the rejection they handed you. You are mine, and I have been preparing you for movement. When I signal, move with obedience. When I give peace, do not argue with it. When I remove heaviness, do not go looking for it again because pain became familiar. When I give instruction, do not delay because you are afraid of being disappointed again. Readiness does not mean you have no memory of what happened. Readiness means the memory no longer governs your response. Readiness means you can obey without dragging fear behind you. Readiness means you can step forward without asking the past for permission. Do not let distraction steal this window. Do not scroll through everybody else's life until comparison makes you question mine. Do not measure your movement by someone else's announcement. Do not let bitterness become the voice you trust. Bitterness will make every open door look suspicious. Comparison will make your own timing look small. Distraction will make you late to what I am trying to show you. Stay present. Stay awake. Stay tender. Stay humble. I am not asking you to perform. I am asking you to respond. And stop over-explaining the process to people who did not understand the waiting. You do not have to make everyone approve the route I used. You do not have to convince everyone that the delay had purpose. You do not have to defend the hidden work to those who only respect visible results. Some people will understand when fruit appears. Some people will never understand, and that must not control your obedience. Do not spend your window trying to prove your wilderness. Step through what I open. My child, you do not need to strive now. You do not need to beg. You do not need to panic. You do not need to manipulate the timing, force the connection, chase the person, or push the door until your peace breaks. That is not faith. That is fear wearing the clothing of urgency. My movement will not require you to abandon my peace. My answer will not demand that you compromise your spirit. My timing will not ask you to become frantic to receive what I have already released. So breathe, pay attention, watch with discernment, move with humility, keep your hands open, keep your heart clean, keep your spirit ready. The old season taught you endurance, but the new season will require responsiveness. The waiting trained you to stand, but the window will require you to step. When I open it, do not look backward. When I signal, do not freeze. When peace confirms it, do not run from it because it feels unfamiliar. You asked me for movement. Now, I am teaching you how to receive it, not with fear, not with bitterness, not with old grief leading your steps. Receive it with obedience. Receive it with attention. Receive it with a steady heart. The answer is moving, and the window is opening. Do not carry the old season into the new one. Step forward clean. Step forward ready. Step forward with me. My child, no more begging for what I have already released. No more coming to me as though I have not heard you. No more speaking to me as though your tears did not reach my heart. No more praying from the place of panic when I have already answered from the place of authority. You have prayed. You have cried. You have asked. You have surrendered. You have waited. You have stayed in the place of faith when your emotions were tired and your evidence was thin. Now listen carefully. The instruction is changing. You are not being asked to plead harder. You are being taught to receive. You do not need to chase now. You do not need to force now. You do not need to prove now. You need to receive. Let that settle inside you. You do not need to run behind what I have already commanded to move toward you. You do not need to exhaust yourself trying to make people remember you when I know how to place your name in the right room. You do not need to push against every door when I know which one carries peace. You do not need to keep proving your worth to receive what grace has already released. Your next posture is not frantic striving. Your next posture is faithful receiving. Receiving does not mean doing nothing. Do not misunderstand me. Receiving is not laziness. Receiving is not spiritual sleep. Receiving is not sitting with closed hands while calling it trust. Receiving means you obey the next instruction without anxiety. Receiving means you move when I say move, and you rest when I say rest. Receiving means you stop demanding constant reassurance before you take the next step. Receiving means, when confirmation comes, you recognize it instead of arguing with it because fear has trained you to expect disappointment. You have been asking me for another sign, but some of what you are calling uncertainty is only the old season trying to speak over the new one. I have given peace. I have given alignment. I have given release. I have given quiet confirmation in your spirit. Stop treating my peace as too small to trust. Stop asking for thunder when I have already placed a steady witness inside you. Not every confirmation will be loud. Not every answer will explain itself immediately. But what I send will not require you to abandon your spirit, betray your obedience, or beg for access like you are unwanted. And now your language must change. Do not keep speaking as if nothing is happening. Do not keep saying, nothing ever moves for me. Do not keep saying, I am always delayed. Do not keep saying, maybe it will never happen. I am not asking you to pretend. I am asking you to agree with what I have spoken. Speak from faith before sight catches up. Say, the answer is moving. Say, God has released what belongs to this season. Say, I will not panic while alignment is forming. Say, I will not beg for what has already been sent. Your words must come out of agreement now, not desperation. This is not the season for desperate language. This is the season for aligned language. Not fear, but expectation. Not delay, but arrival. Not begging, but receiving. Not panic, but peace. Not striving, but obedience. Not forcing, but following. Your mouth must stop rehearsing the old evidence when heaven is already moving the new answer. If you keep speaking like nothing has changed, your heart will keep preparing for disappointment instead of readiness. But I am cleansing your speech now. I am cleansing your posture now. I am cleansing your expectation now. My child, I know waiting taught you to ask again and again. I know delay trained you to brace yourself. I know disappointment made you cautious. But do not let caution become unbelief. Do not let memory become resistance. Do not let fear convince you that receiving is unsafe. What I release, I know how to sustain. What I send, I know how to confirm. What I begin, I know how to complete. You are not responsible for controlling every hidden detail. You are responsible for staying in agreement, keeping your hands open, keeping your heart clean, and obeying the next instruction I give. So breathe again, release the begging, release the frantic reaching, release the need to prove that you deserve what I have already decided to give. Stand in faith, speak with steadiness, watch with discernment, move with peace. The answer has already been released, and you are not chasing it from behind. You are receiving it as it comes into alignment. No more begging, no more panic, no more pleading from a place of abandonment. You are not abandoned. You are being positioned. You are not empty-handed because I forgot you. You are open-handed because I am teaching you how to receive. And my child, you asked, how will I know? How will I know the answer is near? How will I know it is already moving and not just another feeling rising inside me? Listen carefully now. You will recognize the answer by the peace it carries, not by panic, not by pressure, not by the kind of excitement that makes you lose wisdom, not by a rush that demands you abandon what I taught you in the waiting. My movement carries peace. My answer carries alignment. My confirmation will not require you to betray your spirit to receive it. There is an excitement that intoxicates, and there is a peace that steadies. Learn the difference. Excitement can make you ignore warning signs. Excitement can make you call urgency obedience when it is really fear of missing out. Excitement can make you run ahead of my timing because something looks good, sounds good, and arrives suddenly. But my peace does not intoxicate you. My peace steadies you. My peace clears your thoughts. My peace settles your breathing. My peace does not make you frantic to prove the door is mine. It gives you quiet confidence to obey without losing yourself. Not every sudden opportunity is the answer. Do not let speed deceive you. Do not let flattering words deceive you. Do not let a door impress you simply because it opened quickly. Some doors open suddenly because they are distractions. Some invitations arrive loudly because they are testing what you learned in silence. Some offers look like favor but require compromise. Some connections feel exciting but disturb your obedience. Some chances look like movement but pull you away from the very wisdom I built in you. My child, if it requires you to betray peace, it is not my answer. If it requires you to violate integrity, it is not my answer. If it requires you to silence prayer, ignore wisdom, and abandon discernment, it is not the movement I sent. What I am moving toward you will align with the character I formed in you. It will not make you smaller in your obedience. It will not ask you to lie to keep it. It will not ask you to manipulate to enter it. It will not ask you to become someone else to be accepted by it. My blessing does not demand the death of your integrity. My answer does not require the burial of your conviction. My open door does not force you to step over your peace. When I send it, it may stretch you, but it will not corrupt you. It may require courage, but it will not require compromise. It may challenge your comfort, but it will not violate your spirit. You will also recognize it by confirmation. Confirmation will not always be dramatic, but it will be clean. It will align with what I have already been teaching you. It will agree with the direction I have already been forming in your heart. It will not fight against the correction I gave you. It will not pull you back into what I delivered you from. It will not reopen bondage and call it opportunity. It will not dress up old cycles and call them new doors. When I confirm, there will be agreement between peace, timing, wisdom, and obedience. The pieces may not all be visible yet, but your spirit will know the difference between pressure and peace. And understand this, I may send the answer quietly first. Do not miss it because it is not loud. It may come as a message you did not expect. It may come as a meeting that seems ordinary until the right words are spoken. It may come as a shift in favor where resistance used to stand. It may come as an apology that opens what pride had closed. It may come as a document, a signature, an email, a phone call, a restored opportunity, a new instruction, or one small yes after a long season of no. Do not despise the quiet beginning. Do not overlook the small door. Do not ignore the gentle nudge because you were expecting a dramatic announcement. The next sign may look small, but small signs can carry major movement. A cloud can be small and still announce rain. A conversation can be brief and still change direction. A name can be mentioned once and still open a path. A delay can break in one moment after being held for years. Stay alert, stay clean in your spirit, stay responsive. Do not become suspicious of peace just because chaos became familiar. Do not reject alignment because it arrives without drama. Do not assume something is too simple to be me when I have been removing the heaviness from your path. My child, I am not sending confusion as confirmation. I am not sending compromise as favor. I am not sending panic as instruction. The answer I am moving will carry peace, alignment, and confirmation. It will meet the maturity I built in you. It will respect the obedience I required from you. It will arrive in timing that feels precise, not forced. So watch carefully now. Listen closely. Keep your hands open and your heart steady. The movement is near enough to be discerned. The sign may begin quietly, but it will carry my peace. And now, my child, I am turning your waiting into evidence. The same season that made you wonder if you were forgotten will become the season that proves my timing was exact. The same delay that tested your heart will become the testimony that shows I was never late. The same silence that confused you will become the witness that I was aligning what you could not see. Do not call it wasted. Do not call it empty. Do not call it proof that I was absent. I am taking what looked like nothing and revealing that it was preparation with purpose. The tears will testify. The silence will testify. The delay will testify. The closed door will testify. The lonely nights will testify. The prayers you whispered when no one knew your name will testify. The moments when you stayed faithful without applause will testify. What tried to make you feel abandoned will become evidence that I was holding you, shaping you, protecting you, and preparing the answer before the answer appeared. Listen carefully now. Your story will not end with almost. It will not end with delayed. It will not end with denied. It will not end with forgotten. That is not the final word over you. Almost was not your ending. Delay was not your identity. Denial was not your destiny. Forgotten was never your name. I was working before anyone could explain it. I was moving before anyone could recognize it. I was arranging before anyone could approve it. And when the movement becomes visible, you will understand why I told you to hold steady. There are things I kept hidden because they were still being formed. There are answers I delayed because the timing had to protect the promise. There are people I did not allow to see the process because they would have spoken against what they did not understand. There are doors I kept closed until your heart was ready to walk through them without fear, without begging, without compromising, without dragging the old season into the new one. My child, I do not waste waiting. I turn waiting into witness. And when the first breakthrough comes, do not treat it as a small thing. The first open door may be the beginning of a chain reaction. The first yes may unlock another yes. The first call may lead to another connection. The first release may open the way for provision, restoration, clarity, favor, and direction to begin moving together. I know how to connect what looked disconnected. I know how to gather what was scattered. I know how to make one movement touch many areas of your life at once. So hold steady now. Do not become frantic as movement becomes visible. Do not lose discernment because something begins to open. Do not rush ahead of peace. Do not step backward into fear. Stay present. Stay clean. Stay obedient. Stay ready. You are entering the part of the testimony where what was hidden begins to speak. You are entering the part where the waiting starts explaining itself. You are entering the part where the tears are no longer only pain. They become proof. Comment. No more waiting. The answer is already moving as your declaration of faith and agreement. Say it from a steady place. Say it as one who believes that I have not been idle. Say it as one who knows the season has shifted. No more calling the wait abandonment. No more calling the silence emptiness. No more calling the delay defeat. I am turning your waiting into evidence, and the evidence will show that my timing was not early, not late, but exact. So now, my child, stand still and receive the movement of God. No more waiting in fear. No more standing at the edge of the promise while your heart prepares for disappointment. No more agreeing with delay as if delay has the final authority. No more calling silence confusion when I have already told you that silence was alignment forming. No more calling preparation punishment. No more missing movement because it begins quietly. The answer is already moving, and now your spirit must come into agreement with what I have released. Let this be your prayer now. Father, I thank you that you have not been inactive. I thank you that while I was waiting, you were working. I thank you that while I was crying, you were aligning. I thank you that while I saw nothing, you saw everything. I thank you that the answer has already been released and is moving through the path you prepared. Give me eyes to recognize alignment. Give me peace to stop striving. Give me courage to step through the open window when you make it clear. Give me discernment to know the difference between pressure and peace, between distraction and direction, between a loud door and an appointed door. I pray now over every area where movement has already begun. Let healing move. Let provision move. Let reconciliation move. Where pride, distance, misunderstanding, and pain have stood in the way. Let direction move for the one who has not known which step to take. Let documents move. Let approvals move. Let signatures move. Let opportunities move. Let calls, emails, meetings, and confirmations move into position. Let family restoration move. Let protection move around what is fragile. Let peace move into the places where anxiety has been speaking too loudly. Let breakthrough move into the rooms, the records, the conversations, and the hearts that must align for the answer to become visible. My child, receive this now. No more waiting as one who has been abandoned. No more praying as one who has been ignored. No more standing with clenched hands when I am teaching you to receive with open hands. I break the agreement with fear. I break the agreement with hopelessness. I break the agreement with the lie that nothing ever changes for you. I break the agreement with the voice that told you the silence meant I was finished. I was not finished. I was forming. I was protecting. I was routing. I was preparing what your eyes could not yet see. And now I declare over you, your waiting has shifted into movement. Your delay has shifted into evidence. Your silence has shifted into confirmation. Your closed door has shifted into protected alignment. Your tears have shifted into testimony. You will not carry the old season into the new one. You will not sabotage peace because chaos became familiar. You will not reject the small beginning because you expected something loud. You will not miss the window by looking backward. You will stand ready. You will stay steady. You will obey with peace. Father, strengthen the one listening now. Strengthen the heart that has been tired from waiting. Strengthen the mind that has been fighting confusion. Strengthen the body that has carried stress in silence. Strengthen the faith that has been tested by delay. Let them feel the settling of your presence. Let them breathe again. Let them stop striving for what you have already released. Let them stop begging for what heaven has already commanded to move. Teach them to receive without panic. Teach them to watch without fear. Teach them to move without rushing ahead of your peace. And I speak over every hidden answer right now. Come into alignment. Every right person come into position. Every wrong attachment be removed. Every delayed provision move by divine timing. Every blocked pathway that is appointed by God open now. Every counterfeit door lose its influence. Every anxious voice be silenced by peace. Every weary heart be renewed. Every promise that has been protected in hidden places come forward at the appointed time, not early, not late, exact. My child, if this word is meeting you right now, do not treat it lightly. Leave your prayer request in the comments, not from panic, but from agreement. Write it as one who believes, I hear. Write it as one who knows movement has begun. Share this with someone who needs strength while waiting. Someone who has been tempted to call the delay denial. Someone who needs to be reminded that I am still faithful. Like this video if you receive this word, and subscribe for more messages that help you stand in faith, stay aligned, and recognize what I am doing before it becomes visible. Now rest in this truth. You do not have to force the movement. You do not have to manufacture the timing. You do not have to chase what I have already sent. Stand still in faith. Stay awake in discernment. Stay open in obedience. The season has shifted. The answer is not dead. The promise is not lost. The movement has already begun. My child, stay steady. Stay ready. You cannot see it all yet, but the answer is already moving.